Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport County. Today, on the page of Pedro, because someone asked me, how's Pedro doing? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? So since he left us, he's had a year and a half away over in Germany with FC Bayern, and bearing in mind, if things go well, we could end up playing against Bayern in the latter stages of the Champions League. Then again, when former players have played against us, they've not had the best times of it so far. I'm looking at you, Frano Fazic. It's also just occurred to me that he's actually been sent off for Sociedad in 2 consecutive matches that he played, which is impressive because he was suspended for the first game against us because he got red carded, and then he played against us and got red carded. GG, mate. But yeah, Pedro. He's mainly been deployed, I think, as more of a creative player for Bayern than a goal scorer. He's got 12 goals, which is still decent, but he's got way more assists than he was getting for us back in the day, as you could see. Well, not way more, but more than he was getting for us. And, you know, he was more of a goal scorer for us. So, 19 and 19 was some sensational seasons. He's still a quality player, though, and it did suck to see him go, but I feel like it was still the right move at the time because he was going to force the move anyway, and we had Jamie Lane lined up to come swooping in, and he just seems to be going from strength to strength this season, which is great. Now, before we get into anything else, obviously, new save is on the horizon at some point within the next couple of months, you'd like to think. So I want your suggestions now on who you think should be the manager. Now, obviously, I feel there's going to be a couple that will probably stand out, but I still want you to, in the comments, put whoever, and it could be any regen, has to be a regen, from any of my saves on YouTube ever that haven't been a manager in one of the saves before. Drop them in the comments. If you see someone's comment that you like, the idea of like their comment so it will sort of rise up and I'll see it more, I'll make a big list and we'll put a straw poll out. I feel like there's a few that are going to stand out, of course, but I still want to make sure you guys get a chance to have your say. So yeah, do drop those in the comments. Liking the new format. Yeah, a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy the new format. I'm really pleased with that because it's a little bit more work, but I just think it makes things look so much better when you can actually see the goals when I'm talking about them. I'm going to mess around with these speed settings because whenever you go and watch a highlight for a game, the next game you go to, it resets the speed again. So I have to keep changing that, and that's why some of them looked a bit Benny Hill for my money. And I think it also helps streamline the episodes down a little bit because I have a tendency sometimes to go on a little bit too long about topics just because it's hard for me to explain my thoughts and I get a bit lost. However, by forcing myself to talk about it during the matches, it means I have to be fast because there's stuff going on in the background and you still get the information. I think it makes the episodes nice and condensed and efficient, and yeah, really, really pleased with where we're going with this new style and format to the videos. And it gives me more room to show you more of the matches, which is really what you want to see, in all honesty, for me anyway. It looks like it anyway, so I'm really glad to be able to do that. Right, we've had some games off camera. There's been a bunch of them and some really funny shit's happened, but more on that in a minute. So first up, it was Barnet in the FA Cup. We played a full strength team because there was no games around, so I thought, you know what, let's go out there and put the hammer down on our old friends. Jamie Lane gave us the lead early on in this game. Thunderous effort. The keeper got a touch to it, but it wasn't enough. He then added a second one from a corner. His initial shot was blocked. It came back to him, and he put it in the back of the net. He also, of course, it wouldn't be a game with him involved, missed a penalty, so that's 3 scored out of 10 total now for us. That is insane. And then David Mello wrapped the game up late on with a wonderful, I think it was a scissor kick, getting on the end. He's scored a few more goals lately, and it's nice to see David getting in there through to the next round of the FA Cup, where we drew, I cannot believe I'm saying this, Norwich City. I'm not joking. Next up, though, we really hit the ground running. We had a really tough spell of games, and after losing to City, I was a little bit concerned, but we did fantastically well at Stamford Bridge. David Mello, yet again, giving us the lead. We got a wonderful break on. Mello broke into the box and was able to finish and give us a great lead. Then, towards the end of the game, Camille Bednar got the ball out on the left, drove into the box with nobody really pressuring him, smashed it with his left foot in the top goal, and the goalkeeper just didn't move. They did get one back, though, through Lo Celso. A wonderful little back-heeled pass into the box completely alone, but we managed to hang on. I still think we were probably the better side on the night, but only just, and what a win away at Stamford Bridge that was, though. Next, it was away to Liverpool at Anfield, and this was an absolute humdinger. Liverpool just have this knack of scoring goals against us without that many shots on target. It's happened for the last couple of seasons, and it's very impressive, to be honest. Nicholas Kuhn gave them the lead early in the game. He got to the back post. Nobody was around. He gave them an easy lead. We then did get an equaliser, though, through Jamie Lane, which was very nice, a wonderful free kick. However, they scored the same goal twice, practically. Lautaro Martinez getting across the near post and not really being tracked very well. Like, he had a player around him, but they just didn't do a good enough job. And the same applies for his goal in the 77th minute as well. We found ourselves 3-1 down, and I was a little bit confused because we still created some good chances in this game. Thankfully, in the 86th minute, the ball was whipped in, I think, by Jon Villa, and Abasolo smashes one home to get us back into the match. And then Roussel's headed ball knocked down to Abdurazak Slawi, and an absolute thunder bastard from the edge of the area straight into the top corner to rescue a point at Anfield. What a goal from Slawi that was. Wonderful performance to come back at least, but maybe could have done better. We then had our infamous FA Cup tie against Norwich, and well, I mean, it was only going to go one way, wasn't it really? But it was a really nice performance as well from a relatively rotated side. You can see some of the players like Albert Asner played in this game. Martial's header, really nice goal, crossed in by Vigo, lovely finish from him. We then got a second one through Ander Abasolo, getting a few more lately, filling in for Russell Eels, and then Guard Dog, wonderful free kick from the edge of the box. He was the best free kick taker on the pitch, and he's got some decent ones. Made it 3-0, wrapped things up for us, and put in another stonking performance. Not quite man of the match worthy, but bloody close. Lovely stuff. Through to the next round, where we would face Man City. Next, we pulled an absolutely fantastic victory out of the fire against Spurs, and this is a really crucial one, considering where we were. We lost to City, but we did go and win at Chelsea. We took that fantastic draw at Liverpool after being 2 goals behind with 5 minutes to go, and then to win this one at the death too. These are the sort of results that help you a lot. And my goodness, Russell Hill's got the ball on the left-hand side after a bit of a melee off of a corner, I think it was, after the second phase anyway. Whipped it into the box, and there was David Akweba with a wonderful sort of scissor kick to give us the winner in the 91st minute, and even celebrate with a little cartwheel to boot. Wonderful win in the end. I think we deserved it on the night, but it didn't look like it was going to happen. We then travelled to struggling Fulham at Craven Cottage and smashed another team. It was fantastic. David Mello, what a strike this is. Headed away, catches it full on the volley with his left foot into the bottom corner. Wonderful stuff. Elcho Bofa then grabs a second goal of the season for himself off of a Jamie Lane free kick. The angle was tight, but he still managed to get it into the roof of the net practically from such a tight angle. Incredible stuff. Then Kevin Wright came on for an injured John Villa. Yes, that's right. He's injured again. 3 to 4 weeks, and he's going to miss the first leg against Inter. Kevin Wright came on and scored probably the scruffiest goal of the year, so that was good. But he then did add one of quality not long afterwards, quite a while afterwards in the second half. The ball whipped him by Vigo. Wright got across with a header, 4-0. They then got one back. Poor defending from our left back, just refused to go and win the ball, and then in the end Schofield got through. 4-1, could have done better with the clean sheet, but still a great result. Then came possibly one of the weirdest games I've seen for a while. City with a fairly strong side, it has to be said. Most of these players played against us in that defeat to them. We played a pretty much entirely rotated team because I wanted to rest players for Inter, and we ended up winning 3-0. I don't know where it came from. Philip Soller, the ball was thrown in by ETS, and it looked like it just hit Soller and went into the back of the net to give us the lead. We then got a penalty which Carlos Toril dispatched really nicely. He was the best penalty taker left on the pitch. We went on counter at this point, and then in the 90th minute, Noss ended up with the ball on the right, put it in. Greg Stubbs took one touch and just trickled one into the bottom corner. Nice to see Stubbsy get a goal. He started the game and actually played a really good performance. But to go through by beating City away 3-0 with a rotated side, very, very weird. Sometimes FM just throws up goals in games like this. It's a strange one, I gotta say. And that massive chunk of games, and my god, late stage FM, as I was talking about on Twitter, I spend most of my time sitting there watching the processing screen. It's so frustrating. It just takes so long to do anything at this point in the save, and it takes some of the fun out of it when you're just sort of sat there like this, watching. Like, it takes like 15 minutes to get through like the week in between a game sometimes, when you're not even when you're just pressing continue, where there's nothing else to do. It's painfully slow, but there you go. That leaves us, well, we're 1 point off the top at the moment, but you'll see though, we have 2 games in hand on our opponents. So if we were to win both of them, I think one of them's Huddersfield, and I can't remember the other one, we would go 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League. We are right in this at the moment. And also, credit to Everton. They are not going away anytime soon. They keep picking up victories and doing a fantastic job. And also, Brighton up in 7th place with a game in hand over Spurs that could see them go back up into 6th. Brighton, a team that survived a few years ago by being the worst team in Premier League history to survive, have really gone from strength to strength since then, so fair play. Bednar's still best player in the league, Jamie Lane up there too, Bednar with the assists, always very nice. Down at the bottom, Cardiff are absolute bobbins. That is outrageously bad. They could set a new record for lowest points total at this rate. But today, it's Inter. Schalke and Barcelona are playing as well. The other, I think this is the last set of fixtures for this round of fixtures, if you like. The other ones were all played last week or yesterday. Marcelino, the Inter manager. I feel like we've got a good chance today, except for the fact that John V is missing. Oh, and you might notice that Jamie Lane's out. Yeah, yesterday, in game time, he got a virus. Yesterday. Jamie, I told you not to go on those websites, or at least use some kind of, like, software to prevent this kind of thing, but... So we're going to be missing him for like 12 days, which means he'll be back for the second leg, but we needed him for this leg, because Anthony Martial now has to play, and I'm not overly convinced. But we'll do our best. At least the team are fairly rested for this one. We're not playing Carlos Toril in there. I'd rather trust Anthony Martial in that role. Toril, predominantly when he has played, I've actually played him as box-to-box, so again, I mean, we have no choice here, do we? This is the problem. Eels... So that's going to have to be it. Right, Karius, Eels, Mello. No, is Stayku fit? He's got to be. Mello's done really, really well lately with some long ranges, but Stayku to me is just that little bit better. Bofa, Bednar, Roussel, Gardo, Karius, Negoita. On the bench, I'm going to go with Mello, Meyer, Middledorp. That is a tongue twister if I've ever seen one. Greg Stubbs, Julio Vigo, Abasolo, and of course Dimitrov. Could you briefly show us your player instructions? Yes, I can. Someone asked you the other day, why when I read out comments like that, I ignore the part about the nice thing about me. I don't take compliments very well, so it's not that I see it, and I massively do appreciate anytime anyone says something nice. I do. It's just I don't feel comfortable saying it out loud, if that makes sense. It's a strange thing. But yeah, that's me. So I massively do appreciate it. I really, really do. Whenever I get a nice comment, it makes my day. I promise you that. But here's the stats. So these are the player... Oh no, you wanted the player instructions, didn't you? Right, so... Here you go. Right, shoot less often. Everything else is just standard to the role. Shoot less often. Shoot less often. It's mostly just shoot less often. Get further forward on the box-to-box midfielder. Mark tighter on our DM. There's quite a few on this one. Take fewer risks. Cross from byline. Run wide with ball. Shoot less often. Stay wider. Nothing on those ones. Cross from byline. Shoot less often. Stay wider. Ooh, Giuseppe Meazza looks lovely. Looks resplendent tonight. Now, Inter aren't an amazing team as far as Italian standards go. They came comfortably second in their group and only just qualified. So, yeah. So let's do this. Oh, by the way, Karius and Lane both made the FIFA Pro Team of the Year on the bench. We've still not had a player in the first team, but they're getting bloody close, which is nice. Here we go. They want us to play shorter passing, but my assistant seems to change his mind on the reg about that Arzani's throw. Great save from Nagoita. Good block again. Jamie Lane also won French Player of the Year. And bear in mind, Kylian Mbappe's was in that same competition and came second to Jamie Lane. Such was the year that he has had for us so far. Sisto, that's not bad, actually. Sisto is going to be really important for them today, and I hope that we can try and just mark him out the game. Eels, bringing it forward. Finds Kevin Wright. Can he go around his man? He must do! Martial! Yes! Anthony Martial gives us the lead in Italy. We've got our away goal. I was dubious about putting him in, but I must say, his early performances for us were absolute crap. However, he has certainly improved over the season has gone. When he's been maybe he wasn't match fit. Kevin Wright, incredibly unselfish there. What a finish that is from Anthony Martial, just nonchalantly shrugging it in the bottom corner. 1-0 in Italy, an away goal, beautiful. One more piece of business as well. Even Dimitrov has actually now signed a new contract and, oh dear. Oh no. No. Oh, Liv. What are you doing, you absolute piss wizard? Oh, I can't believe he's done that. 10 minutes in, a goal up, and Liv Staiku goes, you know what would be fun right now? I'm going to murder someone. Brilliant. I love the performance. Sent off early on. This game has gone from the sublime to the ridiculous in a matter of seconds, quite frankly. Arzani. If Liv Staiku's red card has just been... That could well be what, could knock us out of the Champions League. Tolisso, get out to him. Oh, what a save. He is really putting on a show tonight, Nagoita. Well done, lad. One thing I am going to do is move to hitting early crosses, though, because I just don't want to get too pushed up. Also worth noting that Schalke are beating Barcelona, and a player called Toto is... We've got a penalty! Who's taking it? Jamie Lane isn't on the pitch. I honestly have no idea who's taking the penalty. It didn't even say. It's Kevin Wright. Come on, Kev. Yes! We're 2-0 up in Milan. Kevin Wright's only his 6th goal of the year, but I tell you what, he's done okay lately. The 2 goals he got against Fulham, he scored a penalty today. He's probably got more penalties than Jamie Lane has in his entire career. Wonderful. Well, not that great, but it doesn't matter. That's 2 away goals now, and we lead with 10 men. Oh, he's given it large. 5-2 to Schalke over Barcelona. What is going on there? Toto is blessing the reins down in Gelsenkirchen. Okay, a couple of players have switched off because I said I was happy with their... We're 2-0 up at half-time. What are you after? I don't understand, Kevin. You've got a goal and an assist. For Slough, could maybe... Oh, no, Karius has got it. Back post. Oh, it's gone in! Florian Karius has... Oh, my goodness me. Wow, it's 3-0. I can't believe we're doing this with 10 men. It's 6-2 to Schalke, by the way. Look at this. Karius gets the... Is this a right-footed cross? It is. Oh, no, it's not. It might be. I actually can't remember. I think this is outside of the foot. No, it isn't. It's a left-footed one. The goalkeeper completely misses it. Russell Eels is nowhere near it. It's 3-0 in the away leg. My God, we're 10 men. He's going to have another crack. He loves a long-range punt. That's what I would say. And Kevin Wright's brought it. Oh, I went far away. We are looking sensational tonight, just from the attacking perspective of this game. Sloughy. And, oh, God. Oh, that is dreadful. That is awful. And Nagoita's bailed us out there. I don't know who that was. I think it was Julius Meyer. Absolutely caught out there. No, Meyer's on the bench, isn't it? That was definitely Roussel. Bofa. Oh, he's gone over the top for Kevin Wright. Oh, wow. Kevin Wright. Super sub Kev. A goal, an assist, another goal. This is a fantastic pass from Elcho Bofa. We're 4-0 up in Inter. We're 4-0 up in Inter Milan. We are deep inside them at the moment. Bofa's just chipped it. What about this first touch from Kevin Wright, though? He's basically taken it round the goalkeeper with a first touch coming over his shoulder. That is an insane finish. It's 4-0, and there's the Stockport fans celebrating. It's also just occurred to me, Kevin Wright didn't come off the bench. He started the match, Matt. They just brought in a striker called Joya, and he is about to experience the joy of losing. Mello. One more goal, and this game is done. Kevin Wright's in again. Can he score? Oh, Kev! That's where Kevin Wright is better than Villa, actually making those runs. He just hasn't got the ability to put them in the net often. That being said, I shouldn't be harsh on him tonight. He has been sensational. Oh, nearly. Oh, David Mello fancies it. Oh, what a save from Nana. Pinamonti, watch out. Oh, that's a good ball. Joyous through. What a save! What a goddamn save! 10 seconds to go. Salah. Don't let them have one back now. And that's a really poor ball, and it's going to go out for a throw, and that's surely going to make it happen. And there it is, full time. Inter Milan 0, Stockport County 4. Martial, 2 for Kevin Wright, 1 for Florian Karius. And we don't talk about Liv, because he's been a silly, silly man today. Kevin Wright, man of the match. What a win. That's pretty much put us through to the quarterfinals. What a result. I'm ecstatic with that, guys. I gotta say. Wow. What an incredible result that was. I genuinely did not see that coming. I thought we'd maybe do okay, maybe nick a draw without Lane and John Veer in the team, but Martial scored a goal. Kevin Wright comes in, scores 2 goals. It fills my heart with joy. My heart has grown 2 sizes. I'm a football Grinch because they've come in and they've done a fantastic job, in all honesty. I'm really, really proud of the lads today. That is a superb victory. And we can kind of take a little rest. Next episode is still going to be the other Inter game, but I might bundle in a double live com with the Arsenal match in there too, just so that it's not a dead rubber match, you know? Because it's always good to see, but I feel like showing the Arsenal game too as another live com might be a bit more fun as well, and we get one more game done in the episode too. So, my goodness, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, winning 4-0 away at Inter is insane, then drop a like on the video, that would be spectacular, and if you are new to the channel, hit that big old subscribe button, and I'll join you guys in the next episode for the second leg, and Arsenal, and probably a draw for the next round of the Champions League in there as well. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.